I fine-combed the Bureau's insurance policy top to bottom. Frank's wife simply doesn't qualify.
The government's got to be able to do something. What about a waiver?
The government doesn't control the policy, the insurance company does. They're not about to change the rules for us. Not to the tune of $250,000 floor and bills that could reach 7 figures. Jenny McPike's medical records clearly indicate that she's been treated for alcoholism and alcohol-related illness. That makes her ineligible for a transplant under our insurance.
You mean to tell me that the OCB is just going to turn its back on Frank?
While you were in the hospital, we raised $22,678 in donation. Beckstead kicked in $11,000 of his own money. Raglan, $4,500. We're still collecting. But we'll never get close.
Group 2. Group 2. This is Group 2.
Vinny!
I'm coming.
Vinny, open up.
What's that?
Open it. $1,250,000.
Where'd you get that?
You don't know. No, I mean, you really don't know.
No, I really don't know.
I tell you I need money, and the next morning there's $1 million and change in non-sequential bills in the front seat of my car. Now, doesn't that seem a little coincidental to you?
Where would I get that kind of money?
That's what I'm here to find out. That is really not your money?
No.
Then I'm being set up.
Oh, come on, Frank. You're not being set up.
No, there are all kinds of task forces running around the Capitol trolling for dirty feds. It's probably some kind of ab scam operation. Either that or some rat bastard druggie trying to pay me back with a sting of his own. I'm being set up.
Frank, nobody is setting you up.
Then where did the money come from?
I don't know. Maybe it fell out of the sky. What difference does it make? You can use this money for your wife's operation.
I am not made that way, Vince. I should have turned it into the OCB, and that's just what I'm gonna do.
Frank. I put that money in your car. If you turn it in, it could come back on me.
This is Steel Grave skim money from the Atlantic City casinos.
No, it's not, Frank. It's not Sonny's money.
I need to know where you got it.
What difference does it make?
It makes a difference to me.
All right. Just call it my parachute.
Roger.
Yeah, as in Roger Lococo.
This is Mel Prophet's money. The case is cursed from day one.
You know, I'm wrestling with those demons myself, Frank. We're talking about your demons now.
Roger gave you this money and you kept it.
Frank, the government hung Roger out to dry. Come on, you were there. They persuaded him to lead the invasion of Il Pavot, and when it went bad, they tried to crucify him.
And you think $1 million is the price they should pay for that?
If I were to exact the price, this wouldn't even come close. But this is my cushion, Frank. It's my insurance policy. And you work under deep coverings. It's real easy. It's real easy to get swept away in the undertow. But the upper echelons of the bureaucracy, they can wash their hands of you anytime they want. They did it to Roger, and they can do it to me if they think it fits their needs. Roger gave me this money to hold. And when he disappeared, I decided to hang on to it. And I kept it because if they decide to turn on me, I want options.
You are rationalizing an illegal act.
I don't believe it's an illegal act unless the money is used for illegal means. I haven't used one dime of this money. I'm still driving the same car. I'm living in my mother's house. You don't see me driving around in a limousine and eating at 21, do you?
You took the money. You kept the money. It's in your possession. You committed an illegal act. And if I don't report it, I am in collusion. Jesus, why did you do this to me?
I didn't do anything to you. Damn it. Yeah, life would be a lot less complicated if I didn't have this money. But I do. And I gave it to you. And that means you're involved. So what's it gonna be, Frank? Are you gonna turn the money and me in? Or are you gonna use it for your wife's operation?
I'm turning it in.
Not the hell you are!
Take your
Frank! Take your hands off me!
I had to get away from that money so I could think. You know, Thomas de Quincey said, if once a man indulges in murder, soon he thinks very little of robbing.
We're not talking about murder, Frank. We're talking about saving a life.
We're talking about a series of illegal acts. It's not right, Vince.
Well, who's to say what's right? What's right about Khashoggi cruising around in a chamois-ceiling yacht while 250,000 people in the Sudan starve? What's right about 50,000 people in Armenia getting killed in an earthquake? You know, there was over 100 indictments in the last administration. You got drugs in the Olympics. There's AIDS-infected syringes washing up on beaches. What's right about my brother getting killed by a truck, Frank? What's right about any of it? I'm talking about real life here.
The money came from the profits, Vince. It's drug.
Thank you.
It is drug money, Vince, and it's a felony.
We don't know it's drug money. It could be munitions money sanctioned by the government.
That doesn't make taking it any less of a crime.
The real crime is that people without money can't get the medical attention they need.
You are asking me to go against everything I believe in.
Right. Look. Let's say we use the money for Jenny's operation. And we donate $1 million to the Liver Research Center at the hospital. If we turn that money in, they can use it for anything. They can use it for some sleazy South American dictator or a security fence for Oliver North.
And it may be used to put away some of the crud that we go after.
Yeah, maybe. It might. But I'm making a moral judgment here that that money is best used for Jenny. No, I say that it's the individual's duty to make tough decisions so long as he's willing to stick by those decisions. Now, I'm willing to do that, Frank. What about you? You mean to tell me that you've never done anything illegal? Not even a little bit? You never ran a stop sign, never tuned up your income tax returns a little bit? Were you born perfect?
I wasn't born perfect. I'm far from perfect.
Must have done something illegal.
I smoked dope.
No.
I mean, I went to college. Nice, but I went to college. I was a normal kid. You never tried it?
No. I still got my eye on the Supreme Court.
I only did it a couple times. It made me paranoid. It did. It made me paranoid.
Yeah, I believe you.
Anyway, I stopped. When I found out the Greenbelt Police Force required a polygraph.
So you took the polygraph.
Yeah.
What happened?
I fooled the machine. I never felt like I was a user, so the machine registered negative.
Well, there you are.
Vince, you can't equate the taking of this money with the indiscretions of youth.
No, I can't. But I didn't take that money, Frank. It was given to me. I just didn't pass it along, that's all. Frank, I'll go along with whatever you want to do.
I always wanted to be a cop. You know, Ginny and I were high school sweethearts together. Same dreams, same ideals. I don't know what I thought. I work hard through school, get a job with a police agency. Life would be a breeze. Nice home, weekends together. Trips to Rehoboth Beach. I love the beach. I had no idea what the demands of the job were. Cases don't know weekends. You know, the first couple times I saw her drunk, I wrote it off as an aberration. I didn't know about the coffee cups filled with vodka that were strategically placed about the house. The liquor bills paid in cash. I didn't know until the doctor told me she had liver disease, that she was an alcoholic. Benny, I still see her as a fresh-faced, bright-eyed high school sophomore with all her dreams ahead of her. And boy, I was the guy that was gonna make those dreams come true. Now she's dying.
Frank, take the money.
That's good, partner. McPike. Thank you, Doctor. That's it, big guy. Dr. Uricchio feels like the liver's taken. Your mother's out of the woods. Paul, I'd like to thank you for the money you contributed for Jenny's operation.
Frank, we're all happy that Jenny's doing so well.
Thank you.
I gather this isn't a social visit.
No, sir. Vince and I are here to turn ourselves in for misuse of government funds.
What did you do, Frank? Fudge on your gas mileage chit?
I used money confiscated in a case to get Jenny her operation. I knew I was committing a felony, a chargeable offense, and I went ahead and used it anyway.
How much money are we talking about here?
$1,250,000.
Where did you get this $1,250,000?
I got it. From Roger Lococo.
It was Lococo's money?
No, he took it from Mel and Susan Prophet. He took it so our government could replace Il Pavo's dictator with one they could pull strings on.
And you didn't like what the government was doing, so you took the money for yourself.
I didn't take it. Roger gave it to me.
Vince turned the money over to me, and I used it for Jenny's operation.
Now, wait a minute, Frank. I have full culpability in this.
Mel and Susan Prophet. Those names have a familiar ring. The other name was Roger.
Lococo. L-O-C-C-O-C-O.
As far as I can tell, the Prophet case is closed. As far as the government is concerned, there is no Roger Lococo.
What are you talking about?
The money you're talking about doesn't officially exist. this meeting never took place. It'd be better for everyone involved if that's the way it stands. Frank, you've been a good friend and a good agent. The Bureau's giving you some time off to be with your wife during her recovery. How much more of this non-existent money do you have, Agent Terranova?
Something we have to talk about, Frank.
Yeah?
Now, I know this sounds crazy, but when I was in surgery, I had a vision.
Don't worry. Dr. Aricchio says it's common to have visions.
I know. It's common to have hallucinations under the knife, but Frank, there was nothing common about this. I mean, there I was, still alive after hours of surgery, with this stranger's liver inside me. I had this vision. It was a virtual epiphany, Frank. I mean, it really changed my life.
That's good, Jenny.
It came to me with startling clarity that I was being saved so that I could help others. But in order to help others, I had to help myself first. Frank, I want you out of the house when I get home.
You what?
Didn't it seem strange to you that I just skipped anger and denial and settled so easily for acceptance?
Jenny, I love you.
I love you too, Frank. That's why I'm letting you go. We'll both lead fuller and better lives.
You can't do that.
Yes, I can. And I am. I know you better than anybody, Frank, and that is your beauty. Frank McPike, the unbending guardian of right. It's impossible for you to do anything that is wrong by your standards. It just came to me, Frank, and I know it's not all your fault, but this marriage has been killing me 1 millimeter at a time.
Jenny, when you get home and you have time to think this over, you'll feel better. You will.
I've been thinking about it for 19 years, Frank. This marriage took a liver from me. Now you have found a way to give me one back. Let's just call it even.